Welcome, everybody, to TNT's Field of Screams tournament, where the Wildcats are facing off against the Oklahoma Athletics. Athletics come in with a record of 18-10 on the season. Wildcats come in with a record of 3-6 on the season today. Field of Screams Halloween tournament, so everybody's got their costumes on today, although the Wildcats are missing two. We're missing PJ and KJ Johnson, the twins, today, so we're going to wait and take our team picture in a game that we're going to play a little bit later afternoon. So you'll see a little bit of the outfits, but not the full-on effect until we play a little bit later this afternoon. Looks like Crossley Marple going to be facing off against the Athletics in the circle today. Athletics played a little bit earlier this morning. They played the Misfits and won that game 6-0 before we got here. Wildcats also played the Misfits last night and won that one as well. So Wildcats have won their first pool play game. Athletics have won their first pool play game, and this will be the final pool play game for both teams, and then we'll kind of determine where we're going to end up in the bracket play. Bracket play starts a little bit later this afternoon. Hard to tell where you're going to be at this point. We could play at 3:30. We could play at 6:30. We could play at 7:30. We don't have any idea, so we're just kind of waiting to see where things shake out and what it looks like. We actually had about 13 sprinkles on us on the way over here. Thought we might get a little rain shower, but it was a fleeting rain shower. 62 degrees today in Hera right now. Feels like 57. High is 77 for today, so should be a nice day for playing softball. We'll get a little bit chilly a little bit later this evening. Low of around 53 for your Sunday. More sunshine. High of 80 tomorrow. Low of 49. And Monday, last day of fall break for some of these kiddos. High of 82 expected with a low near 52, 77. A little bit later as the day goes on. So starting things off for the Athletics is going to be Raven. So Raven will step in and get ready here. Wildcats the home team for this game. First pitch is a strike from Marple. A 1 count here to Raven. Strike 2 called.
Nice pitch.
So Raven will get ready and step back in here. Third pitch on the way. That one's too high for a ball. Pitch on the way from Marple. Hit back to Marple. She'll run up and get it. Make the throw quickly. Not in time, and it's an overthrow. Stella has good backup from Sadie Lanier there on first. Almost a bunt. Not quite, though. This brings up Daxley for the Athletics. Swing and a miss. Throw on the way from Mormon. Taylor grabs it, not quite in time as the runner's safe there back on 2. So Payson Mormon filling in for PJ Johnson today. Johnson twins will be joining us a little bit later this afternoon. 0-1 count here to Daxley. She'll hit that one to Elena Driscoll at third base. Driscoll makes the long throw to first. You call her out? Nope. Coach Tony's going to ask if the play is, she's safe at first or out. Umpire was on the other side of the field, so I'm not sure what the call was. They're going to talk about it. See if she's out or safe. Usually when they talk about it, she's usually safe. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, so she is safe. Call will stand. You're not hardly ever going to get that one turned over. So no outs, no score. Top of the first here with Addison. 55-minute games today here in pool play. Foul tip back for strike one. Ball base hit falls in for a hit over into left field. Runners will stay safe there. Here comes Cadence. Runners on first and second. Inside pitch called for a ball. So Caden's going to step back in. She'll hit that one to Kyler Taylor. Taylor makes the long throw to first. She is out. Sadie looks the runner back home, keeps her there. So out number one. Nice play from the Wildcats. One out, score is 1-0. Here comes Rogie. She hits that one back to Cross. Throw to first in time for out number two, but one got across the plate for run number two. Coach Tony going to take a minute to talk about it. Probably remind Cross that the play's at home. That's hard, though. When you get the ball hit back at you, you're not exactly sure what to do. I was the worst at that. I always just threw it to first as the pitcher. It's always in the wrong. So 2 outs here. Sutton up to bat. That one's too high for a ball. (2-0) the score, top of the first. Wildcats haven't had the opportunity to bat yet. Swing and a miss on the change from Crossley Marple. Pitch on the way. That one's popped up to Taylor, who makes the out. So nice pitch from Crossley Marple. Nice out from Kyler Taylor as they get 3 there. So now the Wildcats with a chance to answer here as the Athletics put 2 on the board. This is the final pool play game for both the Athletics and the Wildcats. Both of these teams won their first pool play game. Athletics played earlier this morning around the 8 o'clock game time. Wildcats played the 8:30 p.m. game last night and won over the Misfits. Athletics also won over the Misfits earlier today. So this will determine how high you end up in the bracket play a little bit later. This is the TNT Field of Screams Halloween tournament. Got a lot of spooky stuff set up here for us. Some ghosts and goblins as you come into the ballpark. Of course, TNT, one of our favorite ballparks because they do have good snacks. And they have a nice little area for all the littles to play. Sometimes when the little siblings come around, there's not a whole lot for them to do, but TNT has a big jungle gym right behind us on field 1. And then they also have a big barn that's just full of bouncy castles that you can take your kiddo in. Let them bounce all the day. When it's too hot or too cold, they're inside. So climate controlled and nice out there. Kyler Taylor going to start things off for the Wildcats. It'll be Kyler Taylor, Crossley Marple. Then I believe it'll be Payson, Hadley, Elena, Corey, Stella, Sadie, and Devin. So Kyler's going to step in and get ready here.
There you go, Kyler.
Swing and a miss for strike one to Taylor. This is Sutton pitching for the Athletics.
There you go, Kyler.
Foul tip back over to the Jungle Gym. Kiddos will have to pick up that one. Oh, 2 the count here to Taylor. Wildcats the home team for this game. So the way this tournament's been working is once time expires, they will finish the inning and the home team does get the last bat. Too high for a ball.
There you go, Kyler.
That one's too low for a ball. 2-2 count here to Taylor. Two to nothing the score. Bottom of the second here. Wildcats versus the Athletics, 2013 Forsyth team. Kyler hits that one down the third base line. Third base scoops it up, makes the throw. It is in time for out number one. Here comes Crossley Marple, pitching this game for the Wildcats. See what nines can do here.
Chop at it. Here we go. Head down, watch it, babe. Watch the ball.
Inside pitch called for a ball.
There you go, babe. You got it, 9.
Pitch on the way to Marple. That one's called for a strike.
There you go, babe.
So Marple steps back in to get ready. She'll foul that one back.
They got 2 on you. Protect. Watch her change.
That one's too low for a ball.
There you go, babe. There you go.
She'll hit that one to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the throw, is in time for out number 2. Two outs. 2-0 the score with Paymore up to bat. Pitch called for a strike.
There you go, Payson.
That one's too high for a ball. 1-1 the count here to Paymore. Too low for a ball.
There you go, Payson.
Payson serving as the catcher for the Wildcats today. Too low for a ball. 3-1 the count here to Paymore. Too low for ball 4. Here comes Hadley French for the Wildcats.
Here we go, Hadley. Move it. There you go, Hadley.
Too high for a ball 1 there. So Hadley French will get ready and step back in. Wildcats trail 2-0 over the Athletics right now. This is the bottom of the first. It's too high for ball 2. 2-0 the count here to Hadley French. I'm already seeing some snow cones and ice cream slushes around here. It's a little early, a little chilly, but I'm already seeing it. Hadley hits that one up the middle. Shortstop grabs it, steps on the base for out number 2. Or excuse me, 3. So 2-0 the score after a full inning of play. Wildcats trail the Athletics 2-0. "38 minutes to play. These games are 55 minutes long. I believe Hadley will start things off for the Athletics.
They're not consistent.
Well, our book was wrong.
Oh,
She had one else.
oh, yeah, we had two.
I was like,
You're like, man, dang, I'll take that one.
Yeah, no, there was one. That's fine. I could have sworn I saw 2. But
Wildcats facing off against the Athletics today. Athletics 18-10. I want to say thanks to Clay Bertram and Farm Data Services in Stillwater, Oklahoma. One of our fantastic Wildcat sponsors here today. Along with John and Naomi Stacy, all the way listening to us in Canute, America today. They say, let's go Nines, you've got this. Cross on the mound, throwing strikes today. So we appreciate John and Naomi Stacy as well, coming out for the Wildcats. Sun's starting to peek out a little bit more now. Going to warm us up a little bit. We do have a high of 76, I think I said today. Is that what I said? 72? Something's supposed to be nice today. Winds kind of died down a little bit. So Hadley McBride going to start things off. First pitch on the way to Hadley is a strike. Strike 2. Pitch on the way here to Hadley. That one's called outside. Good miss for Cross there. So Hadley's going to step back in and get ready. That one's too low for a ball. Say that she did not go on that one. She did not.
There you go, Nines.
That one hit over to third base, gets by Driscoll in between shortstop for a base hit.
Good.
Here comes Reese for the Athletics. Athletics on top 2-0 This is the top of the second. 34 minutes left to play. Bunt attempt, pulled back in time. Throw goes to first, but she's safe there on 2. It's a good throw from Paymore, good snag from Lanier. Runner does advance to second. Pitch on the way here to Reese. That one's too high for a ball. Runner advances to 3. Two-0 the count here to Reese. Foul ball for a strike there. Strike 2 call.
Nice pitch.
Nice pitch from Marple there on the outside corner.
There you go, 9.
No outs, 2-0. Athletics on top of the Wildcats here with 32 minutes left to play. Foul tip.
There you go, babe.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Throw to 1. Missed by Lanier, so that will be a first base hit. And 1 gets across the plate. 3-0 the score here. Wildcats are going to have to play defense and
Hey,
get
check it
outs
off.
here
Let's go.
if they want to win this game over the Athletics. Outside pitch called for a ball. Runner takes off to 2. Kyler Taylor with the tag. Not quite in time. Almost.
I didn't.
There you go, 9s.
Ball gets past Driscoll on the overthrow from Payson. Comes back to Driscoll. She is safe at third. So Paymore doing a good job behind the plate throwing the ball, but we got to be able to catch it to get those outs and capitalize. Base hit over shortstop, falls into center. Will roll all the way to the fence. Coming into second, Taylor makes the cutoff, so a stand-up double there for Elizabeth. One more snuck across there, so now 4-0. No outs.
Relax.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Back to the top of the lineup with the Athletics. This is Raven. Raven had a base hit to the pitcher, her last at bat.
There you go, babe.
Ball too high. Four to nothing the score. That one's too high for ball 2. Wildcats are the home team. They will get afforded the last bat. 29 minutes left to play in this ball game. Ball 3 called, too high. Coach Ashley also dressed as a scary clown today. Cross and Payson, I believe, will be joining her in the scary clown land later. Most of the other Wildcats happy clowns today. The theme is clowns. for the Halloween costumes. Not fully dressing up, though, until a little bit later this afternoon.
Focus, let's go.
Foul tip back for strike one. Full count here to Raven.
Take a breath, you got it.
That one's hit over to Elena Driscoll. Driscoll makes the long throw. Will not be in time. Or it is in time. Woo! Out number one for the Wildcats. So nice toss and snag from Elena and Sadie Lanier. Here comes Daxley. Daxley had a base hit to third, her last at bat. One out for the Wildcats. They trail 4-0. Inside pitch called for ball one. Right now, Elena Driscoll and an athletics member have the same shirt on, it looks like.
Hey, don't slow down.
Can't tell who's playing third over there. Swing and a miss. One the count here to Dax. That one's too low for a ball. Payson doing a good job, getting it right back to the pitcher real fast. Holding those runners there.
There you go, babe.
One out. High pop fly into right field. Will drop in for a base hit. Here comes Addison. Addison had a big base hit, her first at bat to center field. Rolled to the fence for a stand-up double. Swing and a miss for strike one. Runner advances to two. Four to 0, Wildcats trail the Athletics here. Ball hit to second base. Hadley scoops it up for out number two. Throw to Lanier at home, holds the runner there at three. So nice, smart play from the Wildcats right there. Here comes Cadence. Cadence got thrown out by shortstop, her last at bat. Five to 0 the score now for the Wildcats. Outside pitch called for a ball. Good miss from Marple. Warming up a little bit out here. Sun's now out. Wind's kind of died down. Pretty nice day here in Hera, Oklahoma for the TNT Field O Screams. Pitch too high for a ball.
Here we go, babe.
Swing and a miss for strike one. Two-one the count here to Cadence. That one's too low for ball three. Payson does a good job keeping that one in front.
There we go.
So Caden's going to step back in with two outs for the Wildcats. There's a strike.
Good pitch.
Full count here to Cadence.
Here we go, babe.
Swing and a miss, strike three. Gets past catcher. So she'll arrive on a drop strike three. And one will get across the board. Do we stop at 6 or no? Oh, this is second inning, yeah. Runner advances to second. This is Roxy.
Here we go, Nines. Let's go. Here you go, Nines.
Ball hit over to Hadley. She scoops it up, makes the play to 1 for out number 3. Wildcats going to have to get their swings going if they're going to stay in this thing. Elena Driscoll will lead things off for the Wildcats, followed by Corey, Stella, Sadie, and Devin, rounding out the lineup. 6-0 the score. This will be the bottom of the second. Turning out to be a pretty nice day here at TNT. Hera, about 45 minutes from Oklahoma City, not too far. Got a big gap in the day today. As I said, the winner of this game, not sure who they will end up playing. The games start at like 3:30 this afternoon. Wildcats got to play one of their pool play games last night, but most folks did not, so they're playing the rest of their pool play games today. This is the second pool play game for the Athletics and the second pool play game for the Wildcats, but there are some others that will be playing today. So we will not find out when we play bracket until a little bit later this afternoon. I believe the earliest we could play is 3:30, and the latest we would play is 7:30. And then we'll come back tomorrow and do it all over again. This is a double elimination tournament here at TNT. Six to 0 the score. Lena Driscoll going to get ready and step in, start things off for the Wildcats. First pitch on the way here to Driscoll. Too high for a ball. That one's too low for ball 2. $20 minutes left in this game here. Ball hit back up the middle to the pitcher. She'll take her time, throw it over for out number 1. Here comes Corey. Person's first pitch is a ball, too low. High pop fly over to first base. Missed, so it will be a foul ball. Almost got there. Nice hustle from the first baseman there for the Athletics. It's a 1-1 count here to Corey Burson. Changeup falls short for a ball. Too low for a ball. She'll hit that one to shortstop. Shortstop makes the scoop and the throw for out number 2. Here comes Stella Malwick for the Wildcats. Two outs, bottom of the second. Wildcats trail 6-0 over the Athletics. Ball hit up the middle to the second baseman. Second baseman bobbles it. Stella has time, but she is out at 1. So 3 up, 3 down here for the Wildcats. And back to defense we go. Believe, let's see, Sutton is going to lead things off for the Wildcats. Sutton had to pop out to shortstop her last at bat. Pumpkin season at Growing Pains. I know today, if you need pumpkins for your fall decor, they're doing $6 pumpkins, which if you've tried to price pumpkins around anywhere, you'll realize that's a really good price. Growing Pains, they're on 12901 South Check Hall Road in Mustang. Year-round treats, pumpkins, blueberries, everything in between at Growing Pains, one of our fine sponsors here of Wildcat Softball. And as I mentioned, it's pumpkin season, so $6. That's what we have. So if you are looking for a pumpkin, today's the day. As I mentioned yesterday, best beef competition also going on at the stockyards today. So a lot of fall festivities going around the state of Oklahoma. Sutton going to start things off for the Athletics. Marple back in the circle for the Wildcats. Outside pitch called for ball 1. This is the top of the third now. 6-0 the score, 16 minutes left here in this ball game. Base hit up the middle for Sutton. Here comes Hadley. Hadley with a base hit to third, her last at bat. Got a sub out on one there. We're good to go now. Here comes Hadley back into the box. That one's too high for a ball. Gets past Payson. Runner advances to second. Inside pitch called for a ball. No outs. 6-0 the score. 15 minutes left to play. High pop fly into right field will drop in as Hadley tries to get a glove on it but cannot. So it bounces in. Now throw to 2 is in time. So I think we got one for sure, but not before the Athletics get one across the plate. Did we get one out? Okay. So we did get one. Here comes Reese. Reese arrived on a drop strike 3, her last. Foul ball is going to be called for strike 1. What now?
Nothing. She has her 3:30 on the call.
Okay. 1 out, 7-0 the score. 13 minutes left in this ball game. Ball hit over to Hadley there at second. She scoops it up, throws it to Lanier for out number 2. That brings up Elizabeth. Elizabeth had a stand-up double to center her last at bat. 2 outs here for the Wildcats. Foul tips it back to the umpire. Strike 1. Oh, on the count here to Elizabeth. Little too high for ball 1. Strike call. Inside changeup from Marple. Two outs, 7-0 the score. Wildcats trail the Athletics. That was too low for a ball. Two the count to Elizabeth.
There you go, babe. There you go. Let's go.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We got to throw the ball. Throw to Lanier. She makes sure she gets that one, and that is out number 3 on the drop strike 3. Wildcats have not went all the way through their lineup yet. Athletics will be starting going through their 3rd round of hitting when they come back, as they're back to the top of the lineup. Wildcats still have Sadie Lanier and Devin left to bat. That's the difference in the ball game, folks. You got to put a bat on the ball, got to get runs, got to have folks on. That's what's happening here in this ball game. 7-0 the score. Hopefully Wildcats going to come out and Sadie Lanier start things off strong. Put a couple of our own up there. You want to put up at least a few runs in pool play just to make sure you get a little bit better slot in the bracket play. Sutton's still going to be the pitcher. 10 minutes left in the ball game. Wildcats do have last bat. So if they can get some things going here, put 8 up there, we'll call this thing. First pitch to Lanier. She fouls off a nice hit. Just got to be a little bit straighter. She can straighten that one out. It'll be a base hit for Lanier. Roll foul, but it's going to come back in. Stay in the field at least. We'll wait for the ball to get back.
There you go, Sadie.
Pitch number 2 on the way to Lanier's outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. Wildcats trail 7-0 over the Athletics. Wildcats have not had a base hit this game just yet. Lanier hoping to get her first one, but that is strike 2. Athletics a pretty good fielding team, so we're going to have to get it out of the infield. Pitch on the way to Lanier, swing and a miss. Strike 3 and out number 1. Here comes Devin Poff. Devin sporting some Rainbow Bright attire Do you remember Rainbow Bright, Kenzie? I loved Rainbow Bright. Inside pitch called for a ball. Oh. Bow ties backwards, but it is also a rainbow, so still sporting the Rainbow Bright theme. She'll hit that one back to the pitcher. Pitcher scoops it up, wheels it over. They will call her out at 1. So 2 up, 2 outs. Kyler Taylor back to the top of the lineup for the Wildcats. Kyler hit to shortstop. Her last at bat for the out. Got to get it out of the infield here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. (7-0) the score, 7 minutes left. Way too high for a ball. Pitch on the way here to Taylor. That one's low and in the dirt. Looks like those last two kind of slipped out of her hands. Taylor will take that all day. 2-1 the count here to Taylor. High pop fly was going to hit. Yeah, you heard that one. Better the barn than a person, right? Better the barn than a person, but that is loud. So Taylor will come back. We'll get another ball going here. 2 outs, 7-0 the score. 6 minutes left to play. Wildcats trail the Athletics. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 3 as the ball goes to 3. Or the first one, excuse me. And that will be the ball game, folks, as that's a run rule. So 7-0, Wildcats trail. They fall to the Athletics. We'll let you know when we play this afternoon. Will probably be 3:30 is my guess. We will be back here to join you then. Wildcats fall 7-0.